Hello! We're doing more Black Domain. Um, my ear issues have been fixed. If you watched the previous stream, you'll know that I ended because, yeah, no, some health bullshit. But we're doing all right now. We're fine. We're going again. We're happy. We're doing some good stuff. We are how far away? Oh, we're miles ahead of tech. So let's blow up all three of these walls. Magically, is there any magic that I want to do? What is a simulation program? Is that new? I feel like that's new. Shadows in the night. All war enemies get fort. Oh my god, that's amazing! Oh, holy fuck! Hell yeah! And yeah, well, we're just gonna be happy with that. Enjoy our lowered fort defense. Now what are we looking at? Siege takes of 15 days. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's one fort down. Go murder that. Bavik is down. Let's go murder that. The Adventures of Kildare. When the Green Triad struck down the Castnath, the Balga Smiths held out for over a year atop the Dragon Forge and its adjacent crenellations. Eventually, however, the orchestra was too great, and the Balga Smiths set the Dragon Forge aflame, destroying much of the original foundry and structure to prevent it being used by the Orcs. Now we've cleared the destruction and rubble from its wake, we can finally get around to restoring the inner workings of the forge. So we're going to be getting the Wonder here. It's just strange that they didn't use the doodad for it. They probably could have. But yeah, is there anyone wanting to piece out of this? Telgir and Delaire. Just have a quick old run down to Telgir. 3 inno for 4,500 ducats seems like a steal to me. Oh, apparently Delaire had an army there. Oh, sorry, no. West Ham did. See, just some Maldor's over. Beautiful. Did I just get trapped down here? Well, that's simple, isn't it? I mean, I could make Telgir a vassal. Nah. Yeah, you're gonna get black flagged. We can now march wherever the hell we want. And we've got people leaving coalitions. That's nice. Probably because they think, oh, the coalition kind of includes the people that we are fighting. So Gawed being completely wrecked by me is making them reconsider. Combined with the latest innovations in metallurgy, while still respecting the original dwarven design, the flames of the Dragon Forge can once again be seen across the Castnath skyline. Thousands of smiths, crafters, and even artificers flock to the forge and surrounding neighborhoods. One of the first production lines in the Dragon Forge has already sent out its first batch of mass-produced weapons ready for use by the armies of the Black Domain. Nice. Now, let me see what I get from the Dragon Forge. I believe that's this one. There it is. +1 monthly mill point, some regiment cost, and local recruitment time, which is all good shit. And obviously, we're just going to build a soldier's household there, because why not? The other ones, to build them, I need to tech up. We might as well do it now. And we can immediately build the Grand Bazaar. To do the Splendid Court, we need 15 base tax, which is going to be something I need to spend points on. But, you know, we'll get there. Courtesies sieged. Go up here. For much of recent history, the Grand Bazaar was known as Old Bazaar, one of the roughest slums in Casnath. Through a combination of bribes, incentives to move out, and military force, managed to clear out much of the old tenants, as well as dismantle any new additions they had to complex. Now the real work begins renovating and repairing the ancient structure itself. Gisden left the coalition. Okie dokie, very nice. Oh yeah, coalition exploding. Which is good, because I want to go to war with Kugdir, so... let's start building a spy network on him. I also want to go to war with Sirenva. That's going to be a part of that war. So we're going to do it that way. You can blow that up. Fanfare and crowds gather as Verena cuts the ribbon to reopen the Grand Bazaar. Customers from across the world have come to regale at the renovated structure. Massive complex that can house over 100 shops and stores, all inside and safe from the elements. While only the core of the Grand Bazaar has been filled by an initial set of businesses, many more commercial suites will soon become available to rent and hold commerce. Glorious. So, the Grand Bazaar. +1 dip point, +1 merchants, and some local trade power. So the merchant is probably gonna go, like, Bay of Chills, I imagine. Just throw that in there. It's not, money isn't something I've paid any attention to in a while. Excuse me. They are trying to escape from their island prison. I don't like that. That's another one siege. Right, who else can I piece out of this? Delaire still doesn't want out. West Ham still doesn't want out. I don't think I'm going to be marching down there. 3 more forts, surely. It's coming. Surprised Laurent isn't getting in on this. I mean, this is giving admin power, which maybe I'll just take both of these to Dev the North, right? Control of Inner Castanor is crucial. After all, it's within these hallowed walls that Castanor itself was founded. We cannot allow the Mystic Revolution to be snuffed out as our sorceress forebears have been. And control of Southern Castanor will secure the domain against overly ambitious rulers seeking to restore the hegemony of the mundane on the continent. So securing the souths down here. Fortress protecting the passage into southern Escan will be substantially reduce the geographic area that must be kept under direct magical supervision. Such action is therefore a most prudent undertaking. So we lose some mill points, but Black Fortress in Woodmark, plus 33 for defensiveness. That's awesome. And Casnath prospers as well. O city of cities, how your beauty delights! Silver is but the least of your marvels, which sharpens intuition and banishes all doubt. And I get an event. There was a time when all Canor feared Casnath would never rise again, that the glorious light of civilization had been cast out into the yawning abyss by the monstrous hordes forevermore. But the Casnath of today is far more than it ever was in the past. Dozens of mages' spires rise to pierce the sky, each a laboratory and residence for magical initiates. Broad causeways and avenues are lined with trees and flowers, striking all passers-by with the beauty of nature-controlled. At night, the streets are illuminated by the gentle purple glow of enchanted orbs, earning Casnath the unofficial nickname of the Purple City. The industries of the city are more productive than ever, the market stalls overflowing with both artisans, manufactured goods, and wares from all over the empire. Each day, the gates of the city swing open on their own accord, allowing the thousands of migrants, pilgrims, merchants, foreign delegations, and all manner of other visitors. And of course, looming over North Castanet stands the personal residence of the Sorcerer Queen, the imposing charred tower, brought to life once again after being given its namesake by Zamalot the Black during the Dragon Wake. At night, magical torches illuminate the palace, slowly shifting between colors in a demonstration of magical opulence. Again, some tax and dev and stuff. Nice. So, there's no way I can make this cheaper. Oh, actually there is, isn't there? What was the way? Actually, easy. Dev cost. There we go. I forgot that was a thing. And magic. Reshape terrain. 10 dev cost there as well. So now you are still ridiculously expensive to dev. It's going to be 500. I can click this twice. We'll try and click more. Oh, my game just crashed. Oh, I don't like that. I do have a thing from 2 months ago. So, yeah, let's get back in there. I'm not sure what made us crash. So, we'll see. Hopefully, it does not crash again. But whatever, we'll get back in, we'll keep going, we'll see if we can avoid the crash. Hopefully we can. If not, and I guess we start playing something new. But, you know, with any luck. There is a few countries that I do want to play, after all. There is a few countries that are, let's say, new in Anbennar that are tickling my fancy. And I'm not sure which one we do next. We will figure it out, I'm sure. One in this region, it would be Valium. I've been told that that's good new mission tree. Alright, single player. Valium's like... One of these dudes? Is it you? No. Something over here. I'm not sure where that is. That's Vend, no. Where is that new tag? There's Corium. I don't know where it is. I know it's around here somewhere. I'm just blind. But eventually we're going to go over there and play that. I also want to play Deathbringing Cobra. I want to play Parasahan Saya. There's some stuff in Insia that I don't stuff. I don't know yet. I mean, something here's got a mission tree, I think, that I want to check out. But like Mechanim is a thing. I want to play as the Mechanim. There's gnomes, I think, or maybe it's kobolds over here as well. I don't know. I feel like somebody has a mission tree, but I have no idea who. We'll have to have someone tell me. That feeling when no Tinto Talk, can't play EU5 because the game crashes. I don't think there was a Tinto Talk today, was there? Isn't it supposed to be on Wednesday? Yeah, it's supposed to be on Wednesday. But anyway, let's get back into our game. We did save a couple of months before it crashed, so fingers crossed we don't get the crash again. Alright. We're going to do both of those things, that thing, bum, 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 bum. And we'll pop in that thing. I won't spend the thing yet. Good enough. Grand Bazaar, grand opening, very nice. Ooh, admin points. Well, it crashed on the 9th month. That's worrying. That's not. Are we gonna have another abandoned Black Domain game? I will point out, I'm just using the basement bitch version of Anbennar that's available on Steam. I don't have any hot code, frickin' Bitbucket or whatever they're using, GitLab version. I'm not using the devs, early access situation and stuff. Like, that's not what's going on here. I am using what's available on Steam. So maybe its mission's doing something for reasons. Try going to September without clicking them. Sure. We'll go speed 4 as well. Alright, it was the 29th of the 9th. Well, that's just a little bit disappointing now, isn't it? One more try. We're gonna go back to January instead. Probably some event. Yeah, you're probably right. Like, here, this is just the version that is from Steam. This is disabled. This is my beta branch version. This is just the stuff that I always play with. I know there's a lot of bollocks, but you know, it's just either cosmetic or visuals or things. Turn off AI and save after 9. Yeah, okay. But I don't know what the event is, and I am too code illiterate to really figure it out. Yes. Yes, I do understand, yes. Fucking no fucking idea. I don't, whatever. Fuck it, I don't know. I have not a bloody clue. Send it to Discord, yeah. I'll throw it on over there, but it won't be something that can be fixed today. Send it to Discord so more smart people will look. Yeah. I'd say it's not more smart people, it would just be smart people, because there's no smart person here looking at it. Alright, last try on Black Domain. If it crashes again, then we're gonna start a new thing. Alright. We're gonna save on the 9th month. Really, this is what you chose to do? Both on the same? Fine, whatever. Oh, just go to this fort, bro. Come on. There's 7. There's 8. And there's the 9th month. Yeah, just save it as whatever. Alright. AI off. This is not going to change anything about this fight. So 29th? Okay, that doesn't, you know, doesn't mean we're out of the woods. But it is good. Alright, good so far. Good so far. Anyway, screw it. Let's start pacing out, I think. Be nice to have that, purely just so I don't have to take it again later. Also should go for full states. Do we just pace out for this right now? Yeah, I think so. It does give us an coastline. Alright, coalition falling apart, which is good. And to make these doodads, right, what we need to do is this thing, right? Acolyte domain territory. We can't do that if we don't have it, we don't need to full core it, but we need to half core it and then make it a state. I think that would be enough. So, like I said, Redelu, we're gonna go toward you as well. I need better CBs. Tech 2023 is when we get the better CBs, I think. Though I don't see it in here, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's when we get better CBs. Imperialism and such. I will say, going back to E4 after E5 does make me miss not being able to use diplomats to reduce 8. Yeah, 100%. It's so nice. Alright, you still need to be devved a bit though, don't you? Get there eventually. So yeah, as soon as these are cored, we're going to turn them into states, but not full core them, and hopefully that's going to be good enough. Also, I want to check out this area down here. The only way to get a fort here is one here. So if an fort was placed here, That gets these 3. Then I could put one here and Cantor Curtis. Get you and you. Cantor Curtis and Gallop's Way, I think, is the play. There we go. Everywhere will be covered by forts. I'm making you want to start another Anbennar game. I don't have any regrets, sir. Oh yeah, I've got no possible rivals. Forgot about that. Digging operations. What level are you at anyway? There it is. Dig level 5. Okay, well, we're going to invade from here, and from here, and from here. It's 100,000 troops anyway, so. And then you 4, we're gonna have 1 to deal with Albaran, 1 to invade the Deepwoods here, 1 here, 1 here. And I got 1 spare. Oh, actually, I don't have 1 spare. You're going to Albaran. Ooh. As part of our project to fully mysticize the military, all existing generals will receive mandatory magical training, and if they cannot, they will perish. All future high-ranking officers must come from proper magical stock. So every general I have gets +3 shock, -1 fire. For 350 mil points. Brother. No, I need a court mage, and it's cheaper. When was the last time I had a court mage? Once every 30 years on recruiting a court mage. Is it even in here or not? No, it's not. I would rather not spend quite so much. We're monstrously unlucky, but now we can start doing this. You're still coring. Okay, I would like to do that. I don't know how long this lasts. Is it a year? Is it oh, it's not a month. I don't know how long it's going to be. This one... have at least one Acolyte Dominion. Oh, any one province have the Acolyte Dominion Territory Edict. Okay, here we go. The Sorcerer Queen has kept a coterie of loyal initiates and has taught them the hidden and obscure secrets of ancient times, of the fundamental prime discordance, the magical chaos that dictates all and nothing. Now one has marked themselves as deserving of special place at her right hand. Whispers from the lesser mages at court have filtered back to the Sorcerer Queen. Concerns have been rising that the amount of land directly held by the throne risks the collapse of the domain, just like the historical destruction of the realm of the heretic. The idea we must not hang the future of the Mystic Revolution on the shoulders of one person is the governing philosophy of the Black Domain, and it seems the time may come to establish a new dominion under a subject acolyte. Okay, so every province gets turned into a doodad, so we have the first acolyte. Conquest and expansion continues at a healthy pace, and the system of acolytes has proven to be a great success so far. The onward march of time comes to degrade and shake all foundations of the world before, for better or for worse. We're left with the decision of what to do with lands currently find themselves without legitimate ownership. Yes, you can have that. You are Zramis the Grim. So, do I, like, just give you this land, then, Mr. Zramis? You are very unhappy, because you have less than 20% of the total dev. I mean, my guy, my brother in Christ, that's not going to change. Like... I don't know what we're expecting here. I'm not going to give you that much land, you know? And here... we just needed one Acolyte. Unlocks a new Dominion's Law privilege. The Ascendant Dragon watches all from its station above the world, reshaping and rebuilding all things at a whim. The powers of the Skull Throne do not wane, and those who lie in wait are consumed by darkness. Based. Oh yeah, I have a new estate, right? Dominion's estate? Apparently not yet. The tragic weakness of our neighbours begets chaos and uncertainty. The reach of the Skull Throne must extend far beyond our borders to deal with the imperfection of the world. So again, 20 PP. It's a shame that that's not permanent. And Rule Experience modifier. I'll take it. Alright. So second Acolyte, I need another Acolyte. Mage Generals, I still need to have you. I don't have the money to upgrade you. But that's now going to cost me only 100 mil points. So we're going to do that. And... well, let's just roll the dice on a new general. Because some of these guys fucking suck ass. 2653 is not terrible. So you can hop on there. Thing is, they should... This, I think, should have made them... shock minimum as well go up. So that they could actually be mage generals and have, like, over 6 shock. If I had granted licensed adventurers and 3 stab, then we can do this one. We lose a stab, we get adventurer reform. The role of the adventurers of played in recent history cannot be understated, and they are a valuable source of materials from monsters and mystic beasts. Nevertheless, they represent an unacceptable alternative power base and must be restructured to serve the domain. I mean, okay. So you want me to have a general with 7 shock, but you're not giving me the ability to have generals with 7 shock. This doesn't give me the ability to have +1 minimum. Like, the max shock is still 6. You just want me to have a war wizard, and I'm sorry, I don't have the ability to just spawn war wizards and on a whim. I don't have the Battle Mage Academy. Fuck, maybe I should. But I don't know. I have no evocation whatsoever. Oh, I have a oh, Dominion. Oh, here it is. Land distribution. Placeholder. How old is this mission tree and you still have fucking placeholder? Ain't no way. Dominion laws are changed from the Gov tab? You sure about that? I'll just lower them all for now. We'll leave that one alone. Anyway. I mean, one way that we can get a War Mage, Verena is going to re-enter the fray. She chooses the sword. And she's still riding Zamalot. Hell yeah. Though the principles of military organization are well tested by time, radical changes are necessary to fully make use of our magical supremacy. We get some shock damage received. It cost me more mill points, but whatever. So, promoting meritocracy, I need to be at war with religious enemies and have 100 admin points. That's going to happen soon. You want me to have admin points and not have adventurer reform, so in 3 years that's going to be done. Second Acolyte's going to be done when we finish the war. 3 stab, sure. Have admin points, sure. Have admin points, sure. Have admin points, sure. Okay, so basically everything is finish this war and have admin points. Alright. Vengheim, I'm just gonna have to ignore that they exist for now. I get Cracked Umbroar to join in. But they want this land and so do I, so I won't. We are gonna go Necromancy and remove... Wait, no, not remove pain. Was it Illusion? Yeah, Illusion Shadows in the Night. Actually really super cool. I think that coalition is going to die after the war has ended. Regional ability challenging me in Ar-Urian. Just let me go quickly murder face. I quite like trolls. Also, wasn't this one just be at war with the village? Oh yeah, need admin points. This mission tree is admin point thirsty, huh? Has Goward received any updates? I don't think so. Still, as far as I'm aware, hasn't had anything in a while. Oh, we've got another thing going on. Madness, disorder, rioting in the streets. Rotting could have been happening as well. The heart of our citizens have been turned against their fellow countrymen, spreading chaos and sparking revolts in the capital. Our major tells us this must be the result of the enemy spellcraft. Illusion magic. Shocking. Alright, well, easily dealt with. That's a lot of dudes, though, to be fair. Tunnel of Woe is sieged. Wow, you took that back real fast. All right, this is something I need to do as well. Ghastly sight awaits us in False Isle. Our enemies have set necromantic plague in their own province, blighting the land and infecting the people. Villains would sooner bring death upon their own seals and control. I mean, that it doesn't hurt me though. So why would I give a fuck? Look at you with your. Oh, it's Zeramis. They're grim. Fair enough. I'm about to complain that they are able to have fucking mage generals. Anyway, given the legal status of necromancy, there's little use for the dumb grunt in our military. As a result, we must maintain obsessive focus on the quality and merit of even non-magical recruits. The living shall serve in special functions, from skirmishers, elite troops, and so on. If they cannot perform in this capacity, they can join the dead. Alright. Morale of armies and leaders without upkeep. Sure, sure. My armies are pretty strong, I do believe. Do I want to go up to Vengheim? Not particularly. All your forts will fall to me. Has Oberon got more enemies? No. I'm just gonna pop you on auto siege so you can figure your own shit out. Nice of them to, you know, allow me a decent fight here. Hang on. Do I catch you? I don't catch you? Sadness. Got you there, though. Once again, retaking the tunnels of woe. You're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that. Everyone's happy. Oh yeah, that's getting up there. More fear and loathing, goddamn. I really, really want the thing that prevents all this bullshit. Abjuration. Max abjuration. Verena on the dragon will fix things. That There Will Be Blood wasn't a coalition against me, was it? It might have been. I feel like I could probably win. Nice, this is almost done now. So, Arbaran, I would like an full state from you. I think we'll just take this one full state. Or not. Are we the bad guys? No. Of course not. Why would you say such a thing? Oh, you have this land over here as well. Fucking meteor swarmed me, you little bastard. Until... Vingheim! Well, get these sieges done real quick. Arbran is basically out of it. I mean, they'll give me 3. Let's go free steer. The nature of our faith. A free policy, harmonization speed. Okay. Missionary, morale damage received. Winning battles led by the ruler increases legitimacy. Interesting. I think we go with a free policy. And then we can get some disciplines. And some trade efficiency. And, I don't know, eventually we'll get something else. I know I need fucking admin, but whatever. Oh, he's fighting Gowit. Nice. You love to see it. I did not spawn manufactories. It went into Sariand, but we have plenty of manufactories, so we're going to get it pretty quickly, I think. Take this back before we go forward again. Too late, Vengheim. Bye-bye. Coalition is getting rather sizable. Don't care about the Dame's Tier deposit. So, you're 72. How much of this can I get for 72? Not a whole lot. I think we keep going until I can get, like, the full state. That's what I'm aiming for. You will give me eventually. Hey, magic is of the old world, the elven homeland long since collapsed. Magic is the way of the aged and decrepit. Magic is a door into the city of lost things, a worn epitaph commemorating forgotten legends. But it need not be so. Inspired methods of thinking, refurbished to or constructed building projects, uncovered ancient secrets, and newly founded organizations. Today, our black domains institutions take one shuddering, stumbling step out of the clouded annals of history. Gorgeous. That means we have new things that we want to do. I think I'm going to go evocation. I mean, the homunculus is tempting, but we're going to study with a ruler. Abjuration, maybe? We could do... No, it needs to be a state abjuration for the magical fortress, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you want to give me a full state yet? Oh, Adventure Reform expired, so that's mission done. Previous incarnations of Sorcerer's realms, and no doubt any realm doers would call evil, fully opposed adventurers on every whim. That was their undoing. Adventurers have a sense to do good, but also the sense to gain power, titles, and gold along the way. So why not use that to our advantage? Restructuring the adventures and folding them into our state apparatus will do as well. Let them be the chosen and favored agents to do our dark bidding within the domain and beyond. Shower them with titles and twist their desires to do good on our behalf. Real. New adventurer privilege. Okay, let's have a look. Is it this? Maybe month tick? Give it another month tick. I have no idea what it is, and it doesn't say. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. The strict dictatorial attitude of the Sorcerer Queen has provoked the peasants and burghers of Black Domain who demand the ban on pilgrimages and superstitious practices is lifted. The rage exuded from these simpletons about barns that will in time be beneficial to all is not something to be tampered with. I mean, I don't really care. Well, you do have some forts out here, huh? Oh, somebody's already on the way. Hey, Vangam, do you want peace? Nope. Okay. Well, that is a dead Pearl's Edge army. Shall I try and save them? Well, too late anyway. Franulin has fallen. Very nice. Hold Jorkad. Someone can go siege that, right? When you wanna go to hold Jorkad? Hold Jorkad is right fucking... Oh, whatever, I'll do it for you. Why are you making me fight this long and hard? I could fireball it. I can mass enlarge. Let's fireball it. "21-day siege takes on a dwarven hold" is very funny. Not sure 300,000 in the same province is like ideal, but whatever. I think if your army dies, you might want to peace out. At the end of the day, all I'm asking for is one fucking state. Like, it's crazy that you're not willing to give even that small amount to me. That's nuts. What are we at? 4 reasons. Oh wait, I'm going to take a full state. It's going to happen. $144. We had a truce with Corvaria, didn't know that, but whatever. Oh, there we go, 144. All that for one tiny little smidgen of land. Also, 100% I'm going to concentrate. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to core it. Alright, Vangheim, do you want peace? Yeah, you do. And then, obviously, we need to peace out with Kugdir. I mean, 2 holds, not a bad idea. I could just... I mean, obviously. We just core that and we give the rest over. Just another thing here. Just get rid of some rebels, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, I've got a rival. Let's go. Valid rival. That's perfect. Nice. So, you saw the flag and thought I was playing War Army and Versailles again. That would be funny. So you are in the process of being cored. You're in the process of being cored. You're in the process of being cored. Have you gotten yourself some claims yet? No. Where is Verena? There. You swap out for this guy. I don't want Verena drilling an army. That would be fucking embarrassing if she died that way. Oh, Ascending Dragon. May your death be cause for celebration. Oh, Zarmus the Grim died? Well, he died, but obviously he came back to life again. Did they siege his capital, maybe? You do have... I would argue enough. Oh, Court and Country! Don't you have to be at war for this? No, you don't. I'm okay with Court and Country firing. I quite like Court and Country as far as disasters go. Which I think is a milquetoast opinion. Send the Apostle. Send the Apostle to core the provinces. The Black Apostle was well-regarded magical initiator who has not quite risen to the level of Acolyte. Powerful in their own right, the Apostles are the voices of the Sorcerer Queen in far-flung lands across the domain, carrying out the will of the Skull Throne. As is custom, an Apostle is prepared to travel to a fully integrated land in order to force the local elite into groveling submission. Oh, if it's unavailable due to border guard. Yeah. 75% of the coring costs for 200% of the time. Nah, I'm good. We're gonna become Millhedge. Oh, do I have rebels somewhere? I do. Fuck. How many of my troops have you killed? You fucker. Anyway, there's my Millhedge. Give me movement speed, land attrition, siege ability. Siege ability is going to be mental. Province war score cost as well. Very, very, very nice. Magic is a powerful tool, one deftly and readily deployed by the Acolytes of Black Domain. However, while useful in infinitely different ways, magic insists upon itself. Too soon can one come to believe that magic is the solution to everything. The magic users in our realm seek to impose this same outlook, for they claim it benefits both them and the country as a whole. So, until 68, 15 years, tech cost and institution spread. Or, you know, fuck you all, bitches. Wait, the Acolytes estate actually have that now? Oh, that's what you have become? Ew. Well, at least I still have this. Oh, Rebellion State exists. OPM and BPEC. Nice. It's John Universalis. Yes, it was very funny to see the reaction to that. Glorp did a funny, and people went a little bit crazy. Right, you're going to do that, and then we're going to do that. Lines breaking, that's always going to happen. And second acolyte, the Sorcerer Queen shall correct the mistakes of those who came before. The great work to be done cannot be compromised by hubris, narcissism, or selfishness. Another acolyte must be ascended, lest the death of two but fragile souls compromise all that's yet to be. Whispers from the lesser mages at court have filtered back to the Sorcerer Queen. Concerns have been rising about the amount of land directly held by the throne risk the collapse of the domain. I don't know why I flubbed out those words. Just like the historical destruction of the Helleretic, the idea that we must not hang the future of the Mystic Revolution on the shoulders of one person is the governing philosophy of the Black Domain. It seems that the time may have come to establish a new dominion under the subject acolyte. Yep, that's fine. Conquest and expansion continues at a healthy pace, and the system of acolytes has proven to be a great success so far. The onwards march of time comes to degrade and shake all foundations of the world before, for better or for worse. We're left with the decision of what to do with lands we currently find ourselves without, blah, blah, blah. Cool. We now have Zodom the Warped. I haven't got any land for you yet. The parentless creatures of the realm shall be placed under the benevolent care of the Skull Throne. In return, it's only natural they ought to render surface and exist as a resource for the Sorcerer Queen's disposal. What precise that use ought to be is a matter for further discussion. Alright. The problem of parentless creatures has faced every government since perhaps the dawn of time. Left to their own devices, they are a source of disorder and chaos, spreading misery and despair wherever their wretched, meaningless lives wind up. Fortunately, the simple rationale of the new laws and rationale guides provides the answer. The throne is obligated to provide these creatures with a holy purpose, and so they are. The orphans are rounded up from where they may be in the Empire and sent on the long trip to Castaneath. When they arrive, those who are magical potentiates are given over to the care of the Academy. Those who are not are instead trained in whatever use they may best have. Some are forgers, artisans, tradesmen, others are scribes, agents, spies. Some form a group trained for years to serve the personal enforcers of one of the acolytes or a powerful initiate. Those who cannot be trained, those who cannot be made loyal, those who are broken beyond repair, even those who we can find a purpose for. For there's no end of need for test subjects, for experiments, or for entertainment for the various mystical beasts kept and bred in Castaneath. In our grace we found purpose for all, and all shall be allowed to contribute to the great project. A new law privilege. This will reduce the chance of any infestation spawning. Inner acolyte service will be granted to adventurers. Spy network construction, but national tax. That's fucking terrible, though. Ooh. Dominions get stuff, but we get power cost issues. Never mind. So this one, I need 3 stab. I'm sure we'll eventually get there. So we're waiting on you to be done and you to be done, and we have a couple of new acolytes. We did lose some troops, so I'm waiting for everyone to have finished being hired, and then I'll fix the troops that were lost. Wait, where is Skull Keep? Ah, okay. Is that where the Skull Throne is? I don't know. One infantry and 5 cannons remaining. Capped on mill points. Let me just spread the mill around a bit. Actually, we'll do the... where is it? Transmutation, reshape terrain. Yeah, I should probably do it in my vassals, right? I don't think that's gonna help anything. Oh, actually, it helped with you. We'll pop one of our diplomats on subjects. Glorious. Alright, are we done? 3 more dudes remaining. Does Black Domain have a scripted disaster like Casnor? I have no idea. I haven't had one yet, but I'm only early in the Black Domaininess. This one's only going to cost me 100. Alright, now that the darkest secrets of esoterica can be spoken again in the open, an institution must be created to teach this powerful knowing to the select few who can be trusted with such wisdom. The process by which pretentiates become initiates has until now been a largely informal one. Powerful mages identify potential pupils and are rewarded by the throne for each student they can raise to a basic level of magical competence as measured by a yearly examination. While this process was effective for a small number of mages, it does not come close to achieving our goal of raising every single potentiate into a wielder of mystic intuition. In order to achieve this objective, the various esoteric texts that have long been used by magicians of the dark paths have been standardized into several textbooks of black magic. Some older initiates of modern magical talent but keen academic ability have been recruited to serve as professors in a hidden university of arcane knowledge known as the Academy of Shadows. The Academy's actual location is secret. In fact, it's not a single building at all. Several dozen minor underground complexes of libraries, classrooms, dormitories, and laboratories can be found around Casnaf, preventing the school from becoming the target of potential heroes. Conjured beings, undead, and just plain destruction spells are used to challenge students at their examinations. Those who die fail, those who live graduate. So I get all power cost, but Inno gain goes down. What's my Inno right now? 75. That's unfortunate. But ruler experience modifier up is nice as well. So this I need to stab up a bit. 481! How am I gonna get the stab? How stab do I? Anyway, we're abjuration proficient now. Could do level 1 magical fortress, or I could get another level. Let's get level 1 magical fortress going. You've been coming out to patrol the land surrounding the North Citadel for some time now. In all honesty, it's been become a daily ritual to walk amongst the common folk and hear them greet their Sorcerer Queen. As you look out at your holdings, you cannot help but dream. The lands are sublunary. Never heard of that word before. There's nothing special about them. It's a capital like any other. A city for normal folk. A city as mundane as the folk themselves. But that will change. One day there'll become a time when the North Citadel is anything but ordinary. It'll become a cathedral of adjuration magic. A grand edifice of the arcane. You've mentioned it as so, and you have mobilized the acolytes in response. The plans have been drawn up, but the plans are just ideas on paper. A dream in your mind for what could be. But as Sorcerer Queen, it's your job to make your dreams manifest, and after all, a scroll is just magic scribbled to a page. It's the power of the practitioner, the honed, perfect practice of magecraft which makes it real. All of this has led you here today. At last, it's time to begin. Vast reserves of resources will doubtlessly need to be dedicated to the task. Towns on the periphery will need to be torn down, the land carved, and of course the logistics of transporting both material supplies and the magical equipment necessary to the task cannot be understated in their volume. Alright. Proclaim a set. True! True! This man EU5s. Any of this gonna give me a fucking stab? You never know. Anything here for stab? Admin points. Could be nice. What do you want? You want me to own Arca Corver? Well, he's not in the coalition against me. He could be. But that's also 35. So let's just do that one. Wait, what? Oh, university. I don't have full universities yet? Holy shit, I've been slacking. I'm actually running out of money. What's costing so much? My army? Suppose that doesn't help. I felt like I was making more money than this before. Easy peasy. Staves off the inevitable for a bit. If you have illusion magic, you can also complete a state fast by using the bread and circus spell. Ah, yes. Is there anything in here that will give you stability? Yeah, that's cool. If this also did parliaments, that'd be awesome. That's just so much manpower. Plus 200 base manpower on all of those provinces. It would be insane. Yeah, it's another 5 grand if I need it. Oh my, the amount of times we can do that is insane as well. What even is our max mana right now? 596. Nuts. There's Wex in the coalition. I'm not even going to be able to make these into acolytes, though, is the problem. So tempting. I mean, I'm not spending this much on fucking stab though. 481 is fucking insane. Zramas the Grim and Zodom the Warped are giving me minus 110 each. Sorry, plus 110 each. Also, my religious unity is terrible. Because apparently I didn't do this yet. Yeah, is it like down here that I get new acolytes? Is there anything in the region mechanics that can increase religion mechanics? No, I looked. I didn't see anything. Do I care about anyone's opinion of me? No. Like, giving me a general with 20 tradition is insane. Improve stats based on evocation and, yeah. I mean, I am going to go through Court and Country in a moment. That's like 10 years, though. And at the end of that 10 years, maybe you gain stab? I don't remember. I did do it recently, but I have a terrible memory. I want a new acolyte. Anyway, 55 is the date. We need to keep that in mind. And we need to be over, I believe it's either 60 or 65. Ooh. Let me just double check. Court and Country. End event. One must be... It's 65. Okay. So I need to get myself another 10 max absolutism. We can get rid of religious culture. I mean, money is important right now. Caravans and river fleets, not important. That is important. 10 absolutism, not important. And now we got 77 max, which is more than enough. I have that, it still was pretty expensive. 5 absolutism, 125,000 manpower. Okie dokie. So, yeah, the end event doesn't actually give me stability. That's unfortunate. Damn, you're late. We haven't actually done much. You're fine. A drill. Yeah, I just went through Court and Country on Sunday. So it is somewhat fresh in the memory hole. Like magical study, like potion making, hell, even like baking a cake, it all begins with the foundations. Even the most arrogant mage or scholar understands the basic principle. Casnath was not built in a day. But it's going well. The country has been mobilized to the task, increased production quotas in our quarries and mines, increased lumber harvesting, blacksmiths working around the clock. The fortress will of course be arcane in nature, but the basis of it will lie in the mundane. What comes after, that will be how we transcend the mundane. The acolytes act as architects and directors, sending the laborers here and there. Groups of apprentices work together to hover the large. Oh, hover is in hovering, hovercraft. Yeah. Large stone blocks and slabs into place, whilst other more practiced abjurers and enchanters reinforce material with magic. It's all one big system, and it runs around the clock. Merchants, travelers, diplomats, and the like have inevitably ventured past the fortress Hopeful's grounds. Of course, they do not truly understand what it is going to be. Still, word has begun to spread. Have you heard what they're doing in the North Citadel? Followed by some irrelevant, rambling speculation on the nature of your project. They can hazard a guess, but they would never picture its true grandeur in their mind's eye. And without the spectacle, they might as well be blind to the reality that will one day occupy these grounds. Their minds are simply too small for a dream as big as the one dwelling within Verena. But you pay the thought of them little heed. You never cared about keeping a secret, and you have more pressing thoughts to ideate. For instance, how many resources can you afford to dedicate to your shimmering citadel? It's all you think about. Soon you will have to make that decision. Choices. Alright. Q. Is that something... Is that we're at the next stage? No, it's just an event that happens during. Okay. So are you not unhappy? Did you get to 50% or 20%? No, you didn't. You just have developed provinces minus 88. Okay. Nice. Still don't know how I'm gonna get more. We're not losing a step. I guess I will have to just fucking spend for it. Does this make it more expensive as well? No. Sure doesn't help the eco, though. Conquest and expansion continues at a healthy pace, and the system of acolytes has proven to be a great success so far. The onward march of time comes to degrade and shake all foundations of the world before, for better or for worse. We're left with the decision of what to do with lands currently found themselves without legitimate ownership. I could inherit Zaramis the Grim? No. Like, I want to create new acolytes here. Oh! What the fuck? I inherited this? Shit. I don't know what to do here. I didn't want this land. I wanted to give it to you! Did I now have full course on this, then? Apparently I do. Okay. Well, that was unexpected, unnecessary, and kind of unwanted, actually. I want to give this to an acolyte. Rivaled by Gowed, okay. Did Gowed lose their truce with me, or... He's still truced up? 58. Don't care about Vengheim. Yeah, Gowed we probably should just attack on cooldown. So let's build Spineric on him. I do have one claim already. Sedovic I would like to attack as well, but they already joined the coalition. We can attack them through Gowed anyway. Or full integrate them through Gowed. Fuck. Being overextended sucks. I kind of wanted to make this an acolyte already. Is there really no magical way of creating an acolyte out of thin air? Or, giving myself stab out of thin air? With magic. I mean, you could make it 10% cheaper. It's so tempting to just throw some in. So many events, but none of them are giving me anything I want. Random, but is Varmhar's ruler immortal even if a general? Yes. When you finish that magical project with the correct, getting the absolute best thing possible, the best, whatever it's called, I don't remember, the best outcome, he is unkillable even if you use the kill command. I obviously am not Varmhar, I'm not going to do it on this fucking thing, but he is immortal even through this. Even the console pales in comparison to the power of a fully automated battle Varamhar ruler. That's why he's the best. He's the tits. I know of only one other country that has that same system, and it is this character right here, the Vile one, also completely unkillable. Through the console, we can show that off by tagging... Actually, I should just kill S900. Kill S90. The Vile one lives. She lives. She still lives. She lives. Yeah, no, that's basically cool. I just find that really, really cool. It's just a quirk of the way that they've created those characters, but I find it just really cool. Your advisors seem to think there is a point where practicality is usurped by indulgence. Some would even suggest that the whole project borders on indulgence. You pay the latter little mind, but the former is at least worth considering. There's more to a nation than the castle that holds the throne. Perhaps it's unnecessary to invest even more heavily. And yet Verena cannot shake the feeling that nothing could be more important than this. The foundations that have been laid are grand to be sure, but there could still be so much more. You ponder this day in and day out until you make your daily rounds past the construction sites. It's become a ritual for you. A decision must be made. I mean... I don't care about prestige. Kanolakatep's ruling is also true immortal? Ah, cool, I didn't know that. I've played Kanolakatep, but I think I was using a mod which changed their mission tree. So I don't think I had the true Kanolakatep experience. The lore and mission trees like that is what makes Anbennar so big. Can't get over how they managed to mod such a cool magic system. The magic system is absolutely goated with the Source. It is... They fucking killed it with this. They absolutely fucking killed it. This shit slaps. And I remember I did an interview, it's gotta be like 2 years ago now, with the guys that made the system for Artificery. And obviously I can't open it here because I'm not an Artificer tag. But I remember thinking then, oh my god, this is amazing. How the fuck did they manage to pull this off? It was Wagensu and I don't remember who the other, it began with a T maybe? But either way, I interviewed them about it and I was just blown away with how fucking cool that shit was. I didn't think they were going to be able to top it. And honestly, I feel like they may have topped it because, yeah, it's unreal what they've managed to accomplish. It was Wagensu and Taters. I was right, it was a T. But yeah, if you want to check that interview, there. Artificery rework system.
Hey, are you...
From let me just... I want to get it up on the screen. I know everyone has seen it, but... I mean, come on. It's sick as fuck. It's so flavorful. Everything about it is just so perfect. I think it's so cool what they've managed to accomplish. And then they've done basically the same thing with Magic System. And these are the two, like... Anbennar... The whole point of Anbennar is entrenched magical aristocracy fighting back against, you know, magic being available to the layman through artificery. That's like one of the central themes of the game, of the setting. And they've just knocked out a park with both of those things. Like, holy fuck. Do you think they'll be able to put the magic and mission trees into E5 one day? Yeah, 100% I do. 100%. Without, it doesn't even cross my mind as a doubt. Yeah, of course. The mission trees, I mean, it's simple, right? Mission trees are already there in EU5. Ready to be done and used and utilized without any issue whatsoever. Like, it's not even difficult. can recruit another court mage. Oh, half price as well is tempting. It's an extra 5 ducats a month. Yeah, mission trees are already a system in EU5. They just need to use it. Hey, max professionalisms. Alright, at that point then, we're gonna stop drilling everyone. I'm not worried about army quality, and this drill is just not relevant. What I am gonna do is... That might be why we're spending a lot of money as well. Lower the army maintenance. We'll up it a little bit so we can, you know, reinforce the attrition. Never tried the money plate Iron Man for achievements. They were used in like they're basically there for a tutorial. That's the long and short of it. $13,000, holy. Service of Karina the Tyrant. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it is essentially just a matter of time before Anbennar is on EU5. The only thing I kind of worry for is I hope EU5 is up to the task of hosting Anbennar by the time Anbennar comes out. Because I don't think it is, you know, any kind of... EU5's not in the best place right now. It needs to be in an better place to be worthy of Anbennar. I'm going to turn this... I do still need to dev this one more time, but maybe... No, edicts, there we go. What's been my favorite tag from this update? Esthil, the new Esthil mission tree that we played, obviously, before we were Black Domain, had very quickly jumped into my favorite mission tree in all of Anbennar. It is that good. It is that fun. But I haven't played all of the things yet. From what I've seen, the mission tree for Deathbringing Cobra Umbral Covenant looks really, really cool as well. And that's probably what I'm going to play after this. I also want to play Gorva's Umbrog. I want to play something here. But yeah, it's been a really, really good update. Fuck it. Well, we're just gonna bite the bullet and it's 408. It's 408. One more month. Get that fucking mission done. Ugh. It's done. The foundations are laid in their entirety. A massive unbroken chain of stone, wood, and metal lines the ground of the complex, etched and carved deep into the earth. So great in its design that should any entity be looking down from above, they would surely notice it. You feel a sense of pride swelling within you, but also a sense of anticipation. Ever since the thought of that shimmering, shining citadel came to you, it's been your whole fixation. You've pored over even the finest of details and touched up the schematics time and time again. It's brought you to today, and today is only the beginning. So I get Magical Fortress, and we can go to the next stage of the project. Well, we need to study Abjuration again. And then we'll do this mission. Seek then two things: to liberate the mages of the world from the mundane and aid them in their ascension to intuit the nature of the prime discordance. The declaration of the new order was seen as dramatic and impressive within Casnath and nearby regions, but it cannot be denied that the domain does not yet possess the influence to possess its vision, tearing down the old order and imposing a new, more enlightened magical regime on the rest of Canor. In order to gain that influence and power, Verena and her advisors have developed the so-called Black Blueprint. The blueprint lays out a long-term, century-spanning plan to expand the domain's borders both internally and externally. Externally, the domain will continue marching on its conquest of the surrounding regions, burning down the vestiges of what was once and building what will be. This is part of the blueprint that will be public knowledge. The internal blueprint, however, remains the secret of the mage class. They have developed plans to probe at the boundaries of magic, to develop a scientific and rational understanding of mystical forces, and to touch those things once called dangerous and forbidden. By pursuing both objectives, the mystical revolution will tear the world asunder and build it anew in the vision of the Sorcerer Queen. So I get to keep Necronomics. Thankfully, I get to keep Necronomics. We just change... We change what our thing is, right? We change the Dead Toil. It's going to be renamed into the Black Blueprint. This gave me great project shit. Thankfully, I don't have too many great projects available. The Black Blueprint gives me core creation cost and cost of advisors, which is kind of nice. So you want me to have admin points? Of course you fucking do. With Cobra, just don't do ruler magic increase until you get the Vile one, and be mindful of what magic proficiency the mission tree requires the states to have. Yes, hang on. I saw something. Didn't I save? Where did I save it? Yes, here we go. I saved this link before. Umbral Covenant tips and tricks for potential players. This is... I wanted to check this because it basically says what you want to do for magic, and yeah. Very, very important to get that right. I'll share that link as well. There it is. So I plan to follow that a little bit when I get around to it. I'm also gonna throw in 4 dev. Yeah, that's gonna come in handy. Let's throw in another transmutation as well, so that I have enough money to do that. Yeah, Artificer, get out of here. Don't need to read that one. We're not artificers. We don't give a fuck. My vassal building a thing. Alright, there is the truce with Gawed. I need to attack him so he doesn't join the coalition. If he joins the coalition, that's fucky you do bleh. Not good. So we're gonna attack him anyway. Laurent won't join. Why would... What? What? Defender of the Faith. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. My armor reformer dying, no thank you. He's doing things. See, I wanted to have this be like an acolyte's like land. Where's your cap? Wait, you're the same. Wait, I only have one acolyte right now? How? What? The event a new dominion happens. Fucking hell. Alright, well, I guess... I mean, I guess this or this. Do I have to be at peace for this, or... Maybe we'll do it when we're at peace. You're a March of Gowed, okay. At the end of the Great Hall stands the Ascending Dragon, the rising acolyte who's about to take the throne. Light coming through in stained glass windows casts multicolored reflections across the stone floor below. The assembled crowd of dignitaries, who include the number of mundane mortals, look at one another nervously as a dozen junior mages posed around the hall begin to chant invocations. The acolyte smiles. Fear, of course, is the objective. All at once, a dozen mages make simultaneous motion with their hands, and the room is plunged into total darkness. It's as though the sun has stopped shining and the essence of night itself were brought into the room. The low, menacing voice of the Ascending Dragon begins its own chant, and 100 little balls of flame begin to dance through the air, casting flickering orange-red illumination across the shocked faces of the assembled witnesses. Slowly they converge into the form of letters, a script only the initiated can understand. Behold the one who commands the world! Cries of acclamation and praise ring out from the gathered magicians. The mundane sink farther into the chairs, as if hoping to avoid notice. The dragon is risen, and a sorcerer queen is born. Oh, fucking, did I die and... Okay. Yeah, I died and reborn again. Ugh. Well, I will become a 5/6/5. You looked at the guide. A thing it's not mentioning is the need to raise 100 provinces. Okay, so I just need to make sure to. I'm really terrible about raising, to be fair, so that's a good thing to point out. Cast down the false demiurges who hold thy souls in chains. These so-called gods are nothing next to the exalted power of the Skull Throne. Prostrate yourself before the Ascending Dragon and render unto it your sacred worship. The beliefs of the Old Order are not merely harmless superstition or confused delusion. They are an active set of lies designed to shackle the natural intuition of the mortal races. To combat this, the Skull Throne has taken the diffuse and frequently contradictory spiritualism of the esoteric texts, as well as the practical political objectives of the state, and formulated a new faith to be known as the Black Doctrine. This faith, directly controlled by the Casnath's Charred Tower, but it's based on real and genuine undercurrent of true religious feeling. The doctrine does not reject the existence of deities. In fact, it is a point of doctrine that extremely powerful beings have emerged from the primal forces. However, these beings are not worthy of being worshipped. Instead, they are derisively known as the demiurges, who have crafted the old order and all its religions as they currently stand to keep mortals in obscured ignorance. Sorcerer Queen and the Acolytes are set out as models of perfected mortals who have sharpened their gift of intuition and pierced the veil of illusion that keeps the soul in chains. As in an inversion of the demiurges, they are not naturally born as deities or magically powerful individuals, but through their works have made themselves worthy of being worshipped as gods. While the old beliefs are not yet officially outlawed, generous advantages are granted to organizations that preach the Black Doctrine, as well as the individuals who teach it. As a result, it's begun to spread like wildfire in the core territories of the domain, not in the least due to how those who are true believers are far less likely to end up on the wrong side of a magical initiate. So I get missionaries, missionary strength, maintenance cost, huge, and I get a bunch of religion of free Cestier changes to Black Doctrine, 90% of Cestier changes to Black Doctrine, and then my Acolyte gets some shit too. Cool. What do you want? Admin points? Have 2 Acolytes. I'm trying, brother. I am trying. Yeah, I think I need to be at peace. Speaking of, I can do this, or... Oh no, I can do this. And then, isn't there a religion one in here? Missionary strength plus 2, yeah. Make active conversions progress faster. So, 10 months each, huge. Glad I looked over there. Cheater. Oh, Orlazam has turned up. Shattered Crown is involved? What the fuck? I like manpower. So if I, question, if I attack somebody that's really small, like say if I was to attack You have the Conquest CB. Where do I have any of the special Acolyte CB? Is that something that's going to come later, or what? Oh, there's just so many events, so I can't tell what anything does. Any free guys? There you are. Oh, a guy down here as well. You want peace yet? Not quite. I need... Conquest and expansion continues at a heavy pace. System of Acolytes has proven to be a great success so far. Yeah. I just need a new Acolyte to rule over it. I can't inherit Acolytes. I need 2 Acolytes. Huge. Huge. You want to peace out? I could take that land. That'd be very funny. He still has an army somewhere. I think that's why he's not piecing out yet. Yeah, they're right there. Unfortunately, they are impervious. To my charms. So far, at least. Gotcha. Now, hopefully we'll be able to separate piece you, so I don't have to worry about anything else. There we go, yeah. Bye-bye, Cervic. And now, next job is piecing out with Gawed, and I I think this time I do want to just take everything he has over here. Kind of annoyed at that. I kind of want that. Kind of want it. Prevent it from being on the island again. Something like that? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Acolyte menu. New Dominion. You both have it? I think we want the dwarf one more. Also, gaining absolutism there is kind of funny. Wait, Zeramis the Grim, welcome back, bro. Oh wait, no, you called something new. New Pesty the Deranged, fair. Gorgeous. Now, the question is, can I do it again? Can I create a new acolyte down here? Harris the Foul. Yes, I can. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, then I'm gonna do the same up here. I'm just gonna give them Rivsby. I could do the same here and be cheeky. I only have a max of 4 at some point. We can uplift a new acolyte for every 50 provinces owned by us or our acolytes. Currently 210. Apparently I only have 210 provinces. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You need to get to 350 before you can do that. Alright. Well, sir. Seems trivial. So now do I get, like, the ability to attack people with a new CB? Black Invasion, there it is. Okay, you're gonna get Black Invaded. My truce with Arboran runs up when? 64. Black Invaded definitely sounds like it's not even mild, just like a heavy amount of. So I need to find people with small subjects as well. Like, you, trivial, right? Next time we go to war, we're going to attack specific black invasion on Vormaj. Oh, it's gonna be fucking gory. It's gonna be absolutely fucking vile. We're gonna full annex Gowed in one war. Do you have a vassal? Saloran. If I get a border with you, you may be fucked. Can Kogdir be black invaded? They can. Is it right to see if Dameseer in a province is permanent or just temporary? Yeah, let me see if I can find some Daimstier. Damestier. This is a temporary Daimstier, and you can tell because... Where is it? Rich Daimstier deposit. You have this. This will not be there for permanent ones. Permanent ones, such as here, don't have any such modifier. Permanent ones, such as here, don't have any such modifier. Permanent ones, such as here, don't have any such modifiers. Can I do it again? Can I think of anywhere else? I feel like there's one in Hales, but I don't remember, and I'm not gonna... I think that's it. I think I can only think of 3. There's probably shit over here. I don't fucking know. Those are the only 3 I know. Yeah. If you have a modifier that says how rich the Daemster deposit is, it's not sticking around. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Galaic! My friend is very noxious. That's true. It's true. It's facts. Very funny. Spying on me, motherfuckers. Fuck your merchants. Edict of absolute servitude. Kozanat is at war. Yeah, unfortunately you don't have Anvassal. So you can't be black invaded. But Wex can. But Wex fucking can. So Gowed can, Wex can. Anyone else got fat vassals? Sorry, any small vassals. Small vassals of fat countries. I don't think you count. Maybe I should have taken a single location from you. Oh well. I lost a general. We'll put a new guy. You're just terrible. Not much better, but we'll take him. Oh, apparently I can upgrade this? Oh, you've accepted Wood Elf? That's crazy. But I'm not gonna, so fucking whatever, I guess. How's the magic doing? About halfway there. Igoson's gone bankrupt, very sad. My favorite dwarf. Half Inno. Yes. Shame to have that Inno pain. That's cool that it's showing me the what shit he has. Truce is 5th, 64. Okay, so a little over a year. I guess I do have elves that integrated. If I attack you, who do you bring in? Cookdeer again. Esmeralda. I feel like this point we just like try and separate piece everybody. You're gonna bring in Wex. Can I Black Domain Wex? I mean, I can almost Black Invasion you anyway, right? But wait, I just Black Invasion you. This actually be a much bigger war than I thought. Wex is joining. One of you can stay back. Be nice if there was just a way to, you know, right-click on the map or something, or on the menu, and then everywhere would be covered. Yeah, shift-click. No, shift-click just does nothing. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Your job is to just fucking run around and make sure everywhere is happy and shit. Alright, that's everywhere. You should probably still have a general, though. It's a pretty big war. I like Inno. I still think it is the right call to attack Oberon. 5th, 64, which is next month. It is over 2 million. It's the coalition, isn't it? That's the one we want anyway. I mean, I think that's the issue I'm having, right? Can't attack Arboran without the Emperor getting involved. The Emperor gets involved because he's in the coalition. Well, firstly, he calls in his allies, and he's in the coalition, so the coalition falls in, which is fucking everyone. We can tell, but actually, we can tell if Akasik takes part. Yeah, it is the coalition. I don't really want to fight that coalition. It's a bit big. So we'll let you off for now. Well, I don't mind if I do, because it's a pretty good fucking fight right there. Yeah. Boom. Well, you're getting murdered by Callisto anyway. Question is, can I separate peace people for Black Invasion? Or is it literally just the war leader? Yeah, okay. His fortress is not under siege yet. Hopefully I can get there first. How the fuck I got here first, I do not know. How I got to all of his fucking forts. Yeah, the important one's going to be Voronmarch anyway. Because you're not in a coalition and you're not in the Empire. I need to spend my mill points, and we are currently... Yeah, it's just... Shut him out a bit. Maybe shouldn't have shut them out that hard. Hey, the state is triumphant. I managed to get to high enough. Max absolutism is now 118, which means I can turn on some stuff. Especially zealotry like that. Religious culture could probably turn back on again. Manpower, plus 10% manpower everywhere. It's not bad. That puts me at 108. I can do one more thing. Oh, this is basically free, but why would I do it? This one would be tempted by. Yeah. Alright, 103 is enough. Alright. Mission complete. Very nice. Life outside the domain is nasty, poor, brutish, and short. Through the cultivation of intuition, we have brought into being the purest harmonies in all history. When we impose our will on others, it's not out of desire for violence, but a thirst for everlasting order and peace. So I get co-creation cost for me and all of my acolytes. Cool. Now we can pierce the veil. Right, 3 acolyte dominions and force them at 200. 250. You are being very generous with people, right? The conquest of the deep woods must be undertaken with great care. It's no mere mundane realm, easily swept aside by the churning of mystic power, but instead one intrinsically linked to the plane of the Fey realm. Careful preparation will be necessary to bring success, and success must be achieved. That's true. In most of the world, spatial relationships are consistent and naturally follow certain laws. The only way to bend or break those laws, as far as we understand, is for a mage or mystic being to apply arcane force to the problem. The dealings of the planes has always presented a challenge for all existing models of metaphysics, as a semi-permanent verdant veil of spatial separation seems to disconnect at times the deep woods from the more mundane parts of the world, the prime material plane. We managed to map the boundaries of the verdant veil and understand where we can enter and exit from it without harming ourselves or our equipment. While investigation reveals the veil is indeed powered by arcane energies, we can identify no conscious source that could be generating it, nor could we fathom being so powerful as to constantly maintain a spell of such scope for what seems to be hundreds if not thousands of years. No, even the Fae are at its whims. Mysteries beget knowledge, and the application of intuition to the questions of the arcane is a right more sacred than any other. Accordingly, the acolytes have begun selecting teams of promising initiates to begin an investigation of the veil and the unusual magical properties of the deep woods. Give me fucking claims on the here then. Here have 4 acolyte dominions. Yeah. Our project is not to create a single all-powerful mage, but to create a circle of legendary magicians of incomparable magical power. Reagents, test subjects, raw materials, and mystic resources are all needed in great quantities for this pursuit. Black Domain's consumption of magical power has increased by an order of magnitude over pre-ascension levels, and with great effort we have managed to expand our access to the magical energies needed to power spells. The raw materials needed for many advanced spells, such as reagents, test subjects, mythical materials, have been greatly depleted by our efforts. However, the deep woods possess not just many of these same materials, but often vastly superior versions. For example, animal venom is often required for enchantments of a destructive nature. Initial reports from our scouting parties have revealed that not only does the deep woods contain venomous animals in vast abundance, but that the venom itself is imbued with arcane power that should make it more potent and longer lasting. Capturing and harvesting these creatures should allow us to fuel not just our current level of spellcraft, but leave room for more considerable expansion besides. Perhaps one day we may even be able to breed these creatures as the mundane breed cattle. Just prestige, literally just prestige, it's nuts. Alright, so to go further I need to be at peace and have dip points, cool. Here, I need to be at peace. Here, I need Akkorvur. Okay. Here, I need to be at peace and have 12,000 ducats, which is rough as fuck until you realize that I can, I can just transmute a little bit of gold. On an whim. Cozonet has fallen to us. wonder, can I bum rush you to Crackdown 4 itself? Be nice to take this bit of land before we peace out. Get a border with Vengheim, because I feel like I could probably Black Dominion Vengheim. Oh no, it's under siege. Don't know why I was looking that way. I mean, even that would be enough. Actually, it wouldn't. It would just get me there. Even that would be enough. Oh yeah, 300 dudes in the same area. That's very cute. And he's got like 3 different dudes attacking him. Oh, apparently Mithridum was also a thing? Okay. Well, he's about to be fully occupied, and then at some point he will uncon. He uncons to whoever has the capital. So, that is what we're waiting on, really. I think a white piece with crack is the plan. When is my truce up with you? This is one we need to be on point with. 75. Ooh. Well, it's fine. What is 9 years between friends? If this war gets me enough to get another acolyte, that would be kind of cute. Country's province would be divided between us and our acolytes. Minimum of 2 dominions to unlock the CB. Each dominion will allow you to annex a country with 150 development or less. So at the moment, I can annex countries of 600 dev or less. So Gisden, you are vulnerable, bitch. Vern, if I could get to you. Or Gelavar. Thing is, the ones that I really want, Sirenvar, it's 1,000. Wex is up there. Yeah, as soon as I get Gowed, though, Gowed is huge, right? Gowed is 1,000 development. I don't know how many provinces. I'm sure there's a way in the ledger to find out, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. And I don't care enough to find out. Yeah, so he's going to try and peace out soon. Ideally, we will peace out with these two. Oh, I need to get a border with Shattered Crown. Because then I can do the same to Orlism as Deer. When I'm at war with Gawed, I'm going to annex some territory from Kugdir in order to get a border here. Then attack you, I can get all of this. Huge. Also, vassalizing an orc, the fuck is wrong with you? You disgust me. We have the Black Invasion on crack. That's why we white pieced with him, so that we have a cheap war soon. That's gonna be huge. Oh, there's one piece. My truce with Sirenvar is over. Question is, do I attack him or do I allow him to join the coalition? I obviously can't get... Oh, no, Jad Empire joining, I don't really like that. So then join the coalition and deal with the consequences. Are you having Goblin Tide or something? What the fuck's going on? Sinvar's in the coalition, that's fine. Truce with Kugdir's ended. Now, the question is, do I attack Kugdir right now? Gawad, Abran, they all join. My truce with you... If I can white piece Gawad within 3 years, then it's not a bad thing. Truces falling where they are is very annoying. Yeah, there's no way he doesn't join it. Fuck it. We'll just do our original plan. Definitely think this guy's got Goblin Tide going on, though. Like, everything here is fine right up until the point where I have the Coalition actually fire on me. That's when things get real bad. But until that happens, we're actually totally fine. Nice, Mithridum sieged. Our improved relation advisor used the enchanting embassy for more improved relation. I mean, I don't think it's gonna work, but I mean, fuck it, why not? Did we lose the siege of fucking Mithridum? Right, Olgalava, I'm gonna piece you out as well. War reps. Hopefully by the time we get around to attacking you again, we're gonna have a border. It's actually not difficult to get a border with you. Let's shit out a bunch of dip dev. Your Goblin Tide has been a fucking right annoyance. Who else in this war anyway? It's just Segdir now. We haven't actually gone after him at all. Countless court mages have passed. You know what? I don't know. Let me give me a moment. There we go. Sorry, but everything's so fucking blurry for me right now. I'm old. I'm in my old man phase. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Countless court mages have passed through the halls of Black Domain, each bringing new ideas and experiences to the minds and pages of spellcasters in the land. Through the collective efforts of these experts in the strange and mystic, countless more treatises and essays have been published on the advancement of magical thought, and with the cumulative effort of innumerable masses devouring a seamlessly ceaseless tide of literature, a glimmering of light is emerged from the sea of scholarly work, an advancement of magic yet again. The mages cheer, celebrate, and return to their desks, picking up their books once more to discover where their next limit lies. Abjuration magic has a primary focus on wards, both for static defense and key structures, and for mobile armaments designed for personal projection or motion. The defensive nature of the school marks it as the perfect tool for those under siege who plan to fight much greater foes than themselves. Possessing these tools will greatly help Black Domain. We have become notable in our practice, our talents whispered in the halls of nations far and wide. This is a remarkable achievement, but it is not yet the pinnacle. To ensure our dominance in the magical world, we cannot stop yet. The boundary must be expanded. We will continue. And with that, we go to Magical Fortress Tier 2. It all began with a dream, a whisper in your mind. It was the thought of an impenetrable fortress, etched both into your synapses and into the crust of Halan. Her enormity in stark contrast to all who came before, to all that dared to call their sand castles a fortress. A castle of stone, wood cannot a fortress make, but is but a target practice for a navication mage. This is different. This is the first of its kind. Your fortress will be the next step in the evolution of its concept, and all will remember it was you who had her built, brick by brick, spell by spell, invocation by invocation. You smile to yourself. Even though the second stage of the construction has only just begun, you know it's closer to reality than it seems. For in your dreams you walk its halls, and from those pure forms would you render the physical. Lost in your own thoughts, you're brought back to reality by the group of your most clever acolytes approaching. Yet, for men and women of the arcane, the questions they assail you with are entirely pedestrian. But that's alright. You have grown accustomed to their own remarkable minds of unremarkable men. You give them their marching orders and send them on their way. Now, time to enter your own magical fortress, the one that exists in your mind. Cute. Alright, I don't know if I've got you fully occupied now. Occupied by Deep Goblin. No. There are Deep Goblin provinces here that need occupying. This is also Deep Goblin. Do we get the last thing here? Yes. Oh, look, more fucking goblins. It's actually kind of annoying. I'll deal with your fucking goblin problem. Tolerance for the true faith? Alright. I need to be proficient conjuration for that one. Let's get no, I don't need manpower. Whatever, that one. Oh, apparently I was sieging Segdir. He still doesn't want peace. Is that more fucking goblins? Fighting somebody who's oh, please. Fighting somebody who's going through Goblin Tide is an actual curse. This is actually a fucking nightmare. If I can wipe peace Segdir though, we're being chillin'. Essentially, you need to go. Actually, you don't even own Gulen. Sucks for you. As soon as Hehodavar maybe go over zone. Hopefully, just Hehodavar needed. A new idea group is interesting. I don't know what I would want. That's a lot of money, but I do have 27k in the bank. Holy fuck, more goblins just fucking spawned! Please, please with the goblins! I've killed so many goblins, and it doesn't even give me skulls because they're rebels. Oh my gosh. Again, if I can just white piece you. $60 out of 61 is close. 61 out of 61. 65 out of 61. Now we're at 93. Is it enough? Can we get past the goblins? There we go. All right. So this is a full annexation of Verkhokozanad, and then split the land between the subjects. And then all of their subjects get freed, but that's fine. I will split the land between the acolytes. And yes, it is vile border gore, but who cares? That fulfills an mission. Or two. The wood of the Demiurge's mundane world is next to worthless for our needs. Only the mystic trees of the deep woods can satisfy the growing need for magical timber in the domain. Alright, well, 35 years of movement speed and supply limit. Alright. The detection of massive magical surges in Garudia demands further investigation by agents of the Black Domain. What is this song? Is this one of the new, thingy songs? The Lost Continent? Yeah, this is one of the new Insia songs. That's cool. Fuck! You go away. The frigid north is a land of many secrets, mysteries thawing out just over time, just as ice thaws in the warmer summer months. A focused and well-attuned magician will see the hints of one of these mysteries as they journey through the tundra. The low-level buzzing of the chaotic arcane background forces begins to grow and become more consistent, but only in one direction, as though it were tugging us towards some great source of disruption. Attempts to simply follow this tugging are frustrated, however, by some sort of interference. Perhaps a masking spell. A circle of mages local to the area have figured out a broad region the disruption could be coming from, and have approached our agents with plans to look into the situation. We will investigate indeed. All lay tribute at the feet of Verena, the ascending dragon of the Skull Throne. A great festival has been crafted to honor the domain's innumerable contributions to the lives of its people. A lot of money, but that's fine. If you don't like this, I'm sorry. I need it. I need it. I don't know. My eyes are tired. The ascension of Verena marks the beginning of a new era, the dawn of a glorious time where pure intuition directs the world. Not all have come to appreciate the virtues and advantages of the new order, however. While punishment and discipline characterize much of the strategy to enforce this order, it's also important to engender a genuine love and appreciation for things the domain has brought to the world. In response, the throne has promulgated, whatever, close enough, a decree calling for a general festival and holiday to celebrate the stunning turning of the wheel. Accompanying it is a declaration that every 5 years the whole domain shall take a reprieve from their work to celebrate the Week of Ascension, with each day dedicated to a separate virtue: patience, inquiry, brotherhood, nobility, freedom, obedience, and on the last day, the most sacred, intuition. Freedom and obedience. Alright, cool. In the name of the Sorcerer Queen, every mundane creature, whether rich or poor, is directed to the same location for festivities, partakes in the same food or drink, and listens to the same discourse. Meanwhile, every magical initiate in all the domain is recalled to Castnath to join the Sorcerer Queen at the foot of the Charred Tower for convalescence, conversation, and a meeting of the minds, in which bonds of brotherhood are forged and information is exchanged. These gatherings of the initiates are, consequently, perhaps the single most important political event in the domain, as it is where alliances among the lesser initiates are forged and informal allegiance is declared to one acolyte or another. All this, of course, under the grace and watchful eye of the Ascendant Dragon. Tiny fucking buff, whatever. Previous magical monarchs have been overwhelmed and consumed by narcissism and paranoia, ended by their need to control all. But that is not the way of the primal magical chaos. It's not the way of the prime discordance. The Sorcerer Queen follows the footsteps of Nikmer, the first Sorcerer King, who came to the conclusion that to avoid this fate, power, knowledge, and responsibility must be shared with a chosen group of mages known as the Acolytes. will bear the word in their respective domains. Verena raises her thumb, conjuring a drop of scarlet blood above it. No. I mean, it's not her blood. It's someone else's blood, clearly. A line of blood is drawn on the foreheads of each of the assembled acolytes. In my blood you are anointed. In my grace you are risen. In my name you shall rule. The assembled acolytes shout their affirmation, and each in turn cuts their own thumb with the ritual knife and spreads their blood on the ritual circle below. With a flick of her wrist, the Sorcerer Queen lights a series of candles around the circle, and a small wisp of magic passes between them, a momentary feeling of tightness passing over them. This is the rite of anointment, an annual tradition in which the fealty between Sorcerer Queen and acolyte is established. The domain depends on the ironclad loyalties of one to the other in order to stave off the fate of Sorcerous realms past. Prior attempts at enshrining the mystic intuition have resulted in failure due to the death of a single person. By spreading the responsibility between multiple powerful mages, it should be impossible to topple the larger project. In turn, to avoid infighting, the ritual binding spell makes the words and promises of each party a magical bond. These bonds fade over time, necessitating the need to repeat the ritual. So I get a free policy in GovCap. That's a tier 10. What is my current tier 10? Nature of our faith, free policy. Okay, so I'm not actually going to get a free policy. I'm just going to get more GovCap. That's fine by me. Which means I've got a free policy available. Trade efficiency and movement speed we're going to go with. And one more. The great magical tournament known as the Black Purges is surely a spectacle unlike any other in the world. A few deign to even be nearby as it unfolds. The acolytes and Sorcerer Queen competing to demonstrate their mystical prowess with little concern to the welfare of those nearby or even the local stability of the reality. The winner is the mightiest mage of them all, and thus the eye of the storm that is the prime discordance. Bloody hell. The Black Purges, the greatest magical tournament that ever was or ever will be. The Acolytes and Sorcerer Queen face off in a series of individual duels where they will be tested in a number of different categories. First, there are events open to the public, starting with the Beastly Duel, where some monster or other is dragged before them, each in turn. Of course, there's no danger that any such creature could seriously pose a threat. They're merely competing on who can kill it the fastest. Then there is the Necromantic Duel, where each mage controls dueling undead armies in contest of power, enchantment use, and military tactics. These are the lesser events, and are primarily used for intimidation, status, and public prestige, as a win in the earlier duels can soften the blow of a loss in the final duel. Finally, the crowd clears out before the extremely dangerous main event, the Personal Duel, in which each mage attempts to kill the other until submission is signaled by use of a special shielding spell. Fatalities should theoretically be rare, but they are possible, and even more so given the stakes. The winner of the Black Purges is the greatest among them. Some initiates may stay behind and attempt to shield themselves so they can watch, but it's not recommended. Unlock a new decision that allows us to organize a magical tournament between us and our acolytes. The tournament will allow us to show our magical supremacy and affect the liberty, desire, and influence of our acolytes. Alright. Probably not going to do it, but alright. You want me to own Balvrorn? Yep. Devastation less than 10 has a shipyard. You have a shipyard. You have devastation. We successfully used scrying to identify where the surges might be coming from. We must now dispatch agents to the hard work of searching in person. For that, the establishment of a grand shipyard would be an absolute necessity. We've attempted to describe the area of the disruption, an approach that was giving us modest results until an apparent reaction between our scrying spells and whatever forces masking the search for location. A vast surge of arcane energy was momentarily detected, rippling apart our scrying spell and temporarily allowing us to narrow the location of our quarry. Repeating this feat only moderately dangerous and should allow us to identify a location small enough to search in person. Yes. Oh wait, new missions? Let's find the origin of the magical search. I don't know. Okay. Do I just cast Scry or something? I feel like this is not what they want me to do, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's funny. Arc Corver is what I need here. Veer Trin. Oh, fuck, I went the wrong direction. Anyway, new artillery. We're going to go with the Morkid Mortar. And what I'm going to do... Obviously, we want to attack you as soon as the truce is up. I'm going to take that. And we're going to go... Technically, we should go with a dip idea. Diplo for the province war score cost, although we don't really do province war score now anymore. Core ideas for more absolutism, maybe. Valvorn, I could definitely upgrade. I don't mind that. It's not very good, though. Epic Tournament of Mystical I'm going to save, because I don't want to die in this. This would suck. Actually, I'm going to save over this one, because I think this is where I'm going to end the stream, because I need to go to bed to get my kid to school in the morning. So we're going to do a Blast Purchase and then have a look. Epic Tournament of Mystical Prowess held between powerful mages of the realm. It's time to sound the trumpets and open yet another contest of magical power. Tournament is known as the Black Purchase, is the primary way the domain ensures the Sorcerer Queen is the legitimately crowned greatest mage of the realm. It is, under the Black Doctrine, a sacred rite that determines who's the farthest along the path to godhood and who is most worthy of veneration. It begins with a well-attended beastly duel and necromantic duel before the crowd clears out for the most truly sacred portion, the personal duel, in which the acolytes try to kill one another. Perhaps it's time to hold such a glorious contest. Let's do a short one. Oh, and here's Finding the Surge. Oh, I need to actually have my infantry over there. Okay. Find me some surgeon. I need to be led by the ruler, for fuck's sake. Outfit an expedition to find the origin of the magical surge that shocked the north. Alas, our agents have failed to find the origin of the magical surge in Giant March. Though the surge arcane mass has warped and twisted the flows of magic in the area, it seems its origin is in another place. Curses! There's another one over here. And then for the rest, I'll need to actually conquer. And it wasn't there either. Alright. Oh, these guys lost their doodads. Gilak was triumphant. Good for him. Deathmere lost. Academy, courthouse. Wait, what? What am I missing? North Casnath, 40 dev. Base X 15. Have an academy. Have a academy. What the hell is a academy? What's a academy? What the fuck? That's fucking cool. But I have no idea what a fucking academy is. What the fuck's an academy? Oh, there. Fair enough. Also... Is there space for another acolyte? What happens if I pop that in there? No, we don't have enough. Oh, I'm 5 provinces short. Okay. Well, fudge. It is what it is. Anyway, I am gonna end it here. I gotta go to bed. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I am gonna continue this Black Domain. I'm enjoying it more than I did before. Last time I played Black Domain, I ended up getting very annoyed at having to give up my own land here. I didn't realize it was like, oh, I'll conquer stuff and then give this to them, or I'll conquer stuff and give this to them. Like, that wasn't something that, like, registered. So I'm enjoying it way more than I ever had done before, which is obviously quite nice. But yeah, hopefully you guys are too, and we'll do a little bit of continuing in the next time I stream. Anyway, thanks all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.